Okay, good discussion. Hello, everybody. Good evening. A warm welcome to each one of you who's present. My name is Divya Shah. I'm from Radio Diva. It's an initiative that started 2 years back. We started, as a platform for went out during lockdown. हमें लगा कि एक दूसरे से मिलना चाहिए. So virtually we started meeting each other. So many groups started, but thankfully, because we wanted to really, we understood the issues related to mental health that was happening around, and we really wanted to make a difference. That's how we continued for so long time, and it has been 2 years now. We started on 5th July 2020, and it has been more than 2 years now, and we have been continuing with our sessions except a week break here and there. Otherwise, we have been regular with in our endeavor, and we some very talented experts come on the show. They share their experiences, life lessons with us, and help us be a better version of ourselves. So this platform has evolved into an amazing group of people. We have 2 WhatsApp groups, and we have a YouTube channel as well, and amazing people come on a regular basis, and we share our experiences, and we try to be a better version of ourselves. हम जो पहले थे हम उससे better होने की कोशिश करते हैं. And doctors come, all kind of people come, so we are very fortunate that ways. And yes, a warm welcome to each one of you. Today the topic was so important that I felt let's not cancel the session. I really wanted to go ahead with the session. So there are few experiences that I have, and I wanted to share with all of you. But any interaction is not complete if it's not two-way. I can see the beautiful Surjeet, I can see the Sara ji, and all of you who can switch on your camera. It will be amazing, because we will get to learn from each other, and it's a very safe space. I think Surjeet, Neeta ji, Jaya ji, and all the people who have been Dr. Parhina, Kalpana, all of you who have been here before can vouch for it, that what we have managed to create is a very safe space. So we share everything without any inhibition. हमें कुछ फील नहीं होता है कि हमें शेयर करने में जरा सा भी झिझक हो. सब बहुत अपनेपन से एक्सेप्ट करते हैं एक दूसरे को. कोई किसी को जज नहीं करता है. I think that this is the best thing that we have managed in our group with whatever little we are doing. It's a voluntary thing that we do, but it gives us so much happiness. So we have managed to continue with it for almost 2 years now. So all of you game for it. So I can't do anything with if I don't get a reaction from all of you. So all of you will have to use your chat box. Yes, thank you so much, Sarah. So yes, Archana, thank you. So there are smileys. You want to say something? Okay, please go ahead. Yes, Sarah, please go ahead.
Okay. Ma'am, I just want to know your name, please. Can you please tell me your name once again?
My name is Divya.
Divya. Okay, Miss Divya. Okay. Like it's vice versa. I'm also very feeling very overwhelmed to attend this session. And this was a seminar which I was always looking forward to for a very long time, because this is something right now I'm going through a lot of stress because of this. Yes. So I'm very happy now. I'm feeling very overwhelmed, and I'm feeling very excited that I'm going to learn something and I'm going to implement on that. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Welcome to the family, Sarah. Jayaji will share, if Jayaji is around, she will share the link, the WhatsApp group and the YouTube group. Be part of the family. We don't forward, we don't sell anything on these groups. It's just pure a voluntary thing where we actually, encourage each other, motivate each other. And I think we have come a long way in last 2 years in helping us, talk about the smaller issues. बड़े-बड़े चीजों में problem नहीं होती है, problem छोटे-छोटे चीजों में होती है.
Smaller issues.
Yes. And how we can be better. We can't like point out fingers on others. We have to be better version of ourselves. That's what I feel very strongly. And that's what we talk about every time when we are together. So all of you, I will need lots of reactions from all of you. We have a chat box. So, once I have just few slides with me. If Kavita ma'am would have come, definitely she would have taken the topic much more in depth, and we will schedule her session very soon. It was an unforeseen situation which happened. Her friend passed away, and she had to go. So I couldn't stop her. But yes, we will have her session very soon. But let's today talk about few of my experiences, and then I would love to listen from each one of you. So I will need a two-way communication. Use the chat box or switch on the camera, and tell us something. If you want to share something, there is a raise hand option. Please participate and help me make this discussion a success. Okay, so I'm going to start with a slide which I recently prepared. Jayaji, is it visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Jayaji. So, what I want to start with, why is happiness important for us? Isn't it, whether we are rich or not, whether we are, whatever we are, I think one thing that we all, want to be is happy. How many of you agree with me on that? We all want to be, happy. Yes, Surjit. Yes, Archana. Yes, Parmita. Lovely. All of you are amazingly beautiful people. Yes, Mansi. Yes, Jayaji. दुनिया की सारी हमें दौलत मिल जाए, पर एक चीज जो हम सबको चाहिए is we want to actually be happy, right? We want to be happy. So here, you know what, I want to share a report with all of you which has really helped me understand what is the importance of happiness in our life. Thank you, Jayaji, for switching on the camera. One of the rare sites when you do everything to help me out. So thank you so much. So, this is a report that I really wanted to share with all of you. It's a Harvard study. So yahan pe it's mentioned 75 years, but it has been more than 85 years. And one thing that, what happened in the study. So basically there's this Harvard professor called Robert Waldinger. He's a very senior person who took this initiative in 1930. 1930 mein, he tried to find out what are the reasons for happiness of a person. What he did is he took a bunch of 700 people. 700 लोगों को उन्होंने इंटरव्यू करना शुरू किया, और फिर उनको हर 5 साल में, हर 10 साल में उनको इंटरव्यू किया, उनको फॉलो किया. एंड नॉट जस्ट इंटरव्यू एंड फॉलो, ही इंटरव्यूड पीपल कनेक्टेड टू देम आल्सो, लाइक देयर फैमिली मेंबर्स, देयर एम्प्लॉइज, जहां वो काम करते हैं, वो सबको फॉलो किया. ओके, सबको फॉलो किया. और फिर उन्होंने उनको ये बात पता चली कि पीपल हु इन्वेस्ट इन good relationships, in meaningful relationships, live a longer and healthier life. People who invest in good relationships are the people who are happiest. I think that is enough reason for all of us to invest in good relationship. An 85-year-old Harvard study. Right, it speaks volumes about, yes, why it is so important for all of us to be happy, and how happiness is so much connected to our relationships. You all agree with me? Yes. So relationships are so important, but hota kya hai hamare saath? Say, let me tell you one story. All of you like stories? सबको stories पसंद है? ठीक है. सो होता क्या है ना हमारे साथ एवरीडे लाइफ में. Let me tell you this small story first. So there was this couple who used to, whose children had grown up. वो चले गए थे, उनका अपना घर छोड़ के पढ़ने आगे जॉब करने. So just the husband wife used to stay together. Only the husband wife. फिर husband wife एक दिन बातें कर रहे थे और उन्होंने नोटिस किया कि there is a new neighbor who has come. एक नई पड़ोसी फैमिली आए हैं. So the neighbor used to hang clothes every morning. सुबह उठ के जब वो लोग चाय पीते थे, वो कपड़े सुखाती थी close by. And then this lady noticed that the clothes are very dirty. वो कहती है, यार ये इतनी बड़ी है, इसको कपड़े धोने नहीं आते हैं, how come? And every day she would say the same comment, ki, look at how dirty clothes she puts. And the husband would just listen. वो कुछ नहीं बोलता था, वो बस सुनता था कि उसकी बीवी बुराइयां करती थी कि वो she doesn't know how to wash clothes. Look at the white clothes, they look so yellow and pale. Look at the colored clothes, they have all spots. She doesn't know how to clean clothes. ऐसा रोज होता गया for almost 10 days. One day, all of a sudden, the lady notices that all the clothes are clean and she gives a sigh of relief. Thank God इस औरत को कपड़े धोने आ गए. Thank God इस औरत को कपड़े धोने आ गए. You know what the husband said? The husband said, darling, I cleaned the window. I cleaned our window, which was dirty. So होता क्या है ना कि हमारी नजर हमेशा दूसरों की गलतियां देखने में लगी रहती है. कहते हैं ना, दो चीज नहीं दिखाई देती है, हमें अपना पीठ नहीं दिखाई देता है और हमें हमारी गलतियां नहीं दिखाई देती. हमेशा हमें लगता है कि सामने वाला गलत है. Right? I mean, that's a very common mistake that most of us do in our relationship. You all agree with it. Unknowingly, we do it. We don't do it knowingly, but unknowingly, we point fingers on others. So, what, like that couple, what do? We assume. हम assume करते हैं. We make stories in our head. हमारे दिमाग में ना हम एक नैरेटिव बना लेते हैं, ये तो ऐसा ही है, वो तो वैसी ही है. हम मिसअंडरस्टैंड करते हैं. हमारा डिस्कनेक्शन हो जाता है क्योंकि what we do is we create wrong perception about people. Right? You all are with me on this? Are you all with me on this? Yes, thank you, Jayaji. Thank you, Mansi. So this is what happened, whenever we, don't try and understand a person really, we create a narrative in हमारी mind ना, it can be our biggest friend and it can be our biggest enemy. या तो वो हमें ऐसा narrative सुनाएगी and it will, we will believe in it. हमें दिखेगा कि हाँ, ये सामने वाला कहाँ क्या क्या गड़बड़ कर रहा है. और हम क्या करेंगे? It affects our relationship big time. So instead of, instead of asking that person, thank you, Shweta, for the yes. Instead of asking that person, clarifying with it, we make up stories. है ना? कहते हैं ना, वो जिंदगी भर गालिब यही भूल करता रहा, धूल चेहरे पे थी और आईना साफ करता रहा. जिंदगी भर गालिब यही भूल करता रहा, धूल चेहरे पे थी और आईना साफ करता रहा. अननोइंगली, देखो हमारी गलती नहीं है, अननोइंगली हर किसी को ये लगता है कि हम सही हैं और सामने वाला गलत है. पर the fact is everybody has a story and nobody is wrong. They have their own way of looking at it. Say for example, if I have seen my father getting drunk as a child, so for me all drunkards are bad. But ऐसा नहीं है, there are people who drink little and they are okay with it. They are very much in control. ठीक है, वो थोड़ा सा लेते हैं socially and society parties में and they are perfectly fine, in control. They are not creating any nuisance. But because I have seen my father getting drunk and creating nuisance, what is my perception? That all drunkard people are wrong. Right? So हम बचपन से जो हमारी कंडीशनिंग होती है ना, वो हमें बहुत अफेक्ट करती है जिंदगी में, बहुत ज्यादा. हमें, अगर हमने अपने पेरेंट्स को झगड़ा करते देखा है तो हमें लगता है कि रिलेशनशिप इश्यूज बहुत होते हैं. हमें लगता है कि सारे लोग ऐसे ही होते हैं. राइट? We make a perception which affects our relationship. Are you all with me on it? You're getting what I'm trying to explain, right? It's in. Thank you, Mansi. Thank you, Archana. Thank you so much, Shweta, Sara, Surjit, all of you. I will need your help in doing this. So now next comes the next thing. So this much we understood ki how our perceptions are affected and how we have to be careful before we make a judgment about anyone, right? We should be careful. Now in a relationship, communication is very important, but communication should be very careful also. So as a journalist, I will share half of the communication is 98% of communication is listening. You all agree with me? 90%, 98% in fact of communication is listening. A listening which has no presumptions, listening which has no filters, no distractions, no agenda. That kind of listening, not कि हम कई बार सुन रहे होते हैं जवाब देने के लिए, हम कई बार सुनते हैं कि ये बंदा बोलेगा और मैं फटाक से अपना जवाब दूंगी. Shweta, you want to say something? You have raised your hand. You can unmute and say, Shweta, if you want to. Shweta, you want to say something? Okay, I think by mistake it happened. So you know what, 98 most of the time, what happens is we are ready to answer someone. It happens with me also. We are ready to answer a person. We are not, we are not listening properly. We are just listening कि we will add to that कि हम कुछ बोलना है, हमें अपनी बात बोलने की बहुत जल्दी रहती है ना. पर एक्चुअली अगर हम किसी को अच्छे से सुने ना, मैं जिंदगी भर मैंने बहुत बोला है. इनफैक्ट अभी भी आई एम अ वेरी टॉकेटिव पर्सन, बट ट्रस्ट मी, some of the good relations I have been able to make it because of listening well. So listening well really helps us create beautiful relationships. You all agree, if we are a good listener, we will make many good friends, right? So we all can be good listeners. Listening without agenda, कि हमें कुछ इस बंदे से ना कुछ मतलब है तभी हम listen करें, नहीं. If we want meaningful relationship, we should listen without an agenda. Second, when we listen, we should not have any assumptions कि यार इसका तो परिवार ही ऐसा है, ये तो ऐसे ही ऐसे ही बोलती इंसान है, ये ऐसे ही कोई एजेंडा, कोई फिल्टर मत लगाओ उसको. कि कई लोग बदल जाते हैं, जैसे जो लोग मुझे पहले जानते हैं, they all know that I'm a very talkative person, but I have changed. I have become a better listener, not the perfect, but a better listener than what I was. And because of being a better listener, I have made so many beautiful more friendships. My relationships have improved, right? So when you listen, don't have those filters in your ears beforehand कि ये तो ऐसा ही है, वो तो वैसा ही है. लोग बदल जाते हैं, right? और हर किसी के कुछ circumstances होते हैं, लोगों को बिना judgment के हमें सुनना चाहिए. So my slides are not that long, another just 3-4 slides and I will be done. Okay, so this is about, okay, when we are listening to a person, don't be distracted. Don't check your phone, don't do anything else. Just give a proper listening. हमें अच्छा लगता है ना, कोई बिना इधर उधर मल्टीटास्किंग के कोई हमें सुनता है तो हमें अच्छा लगता है, right? So whenever you listen without any distractions. Okay, now coming to the next slide. And I have, okay, so this is a very important slide. All of you agree with me? आप लोगों को दिखाई दे रहा है ये slide? Yes, Shweta, thank you so much. Yes, Jayaji, thank you. So, although the tongue doesn't have any bone, but it has ability to break hearts. यानी ना जब बोलो तो यार प्यार से बोलो, अच्छा बोलो, है ना? So the fact is that ना हमें अच्छा लगता है ना जब कोई, देखो हम सब इतने बड़े हैं, इनफैक्ट बच्चों को भी पता चल जाता है, उनको वो गंदी वाली वाइब्स मिलती है उस इंसान से. जो देखते हो कुछ बच्चे किसी के गोद में आराम से चले जाते हैं और किसी के गोद में वो जाते ही नहीं है. You have seen that difference? Some, even animals feel vibes, even birds feel vibe. So whenever we talk, it should be genuine. If a person is fake, don't you all understand? आप लोगों को पता चल जाता है ना अगर सामने वाला आपको उल्लू बनाने की कोशिश कर रहा है या फेक है इंसान, वो रियल इंसान नहीं है, तो हमें समझ में आ जाता है ना, हमें आता है ना समझ में. So it's so important to be genuine. And we all like if someone cares for us, if someone has concern for us, if someone talks to us in a warm way, if someone has affection for us, if someone has appreciation for us. जब हमें अच्छा लगता है तो सामने वाले को भी अच्छा लगता है. पर ये है कि बहुत लोग हमें नहीं देते हैं, पर वो उनका कर्मा है, वो नहीं देते हैं. हम फिर भी ये सब दे सकते हैं ना लोगों को, राइट? हम ये सब कर सकते हैं ना. It's so much doable. So, basic funda is ki, it doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter what you say, what you do, but how you make a person feel is so much more important. So much more important. एक चीज लाइफ का मैंने समझ में आया है, we give others what we have. So work on your own self. If you are happy, you give happiness. If you are content, you show you show content, you show peace. If you are unhappy, कहते हैं ना, एक मग में अगर कॉफी है तो कॉफी छलकेगा, एक मग में अगर पानी है तो पानी छलकेगा, और एक मग में अगर 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 दुख है तो दुख छलकेगा. जो हमारे अंदर होता है वही हमारे बाहर आता है. No matter how much we try to conceal it, in the long run, people understand that this person is full of bitterness, this person is full of love, this person is full of affection, right? People get those vibes, people do understand. So whenever you talk to people, yeah, there are people, I agree Amita, there are people with dual personalities, पर प्रॉब्लम ये है ना कि हम किसी और को सुधार नहीं सकते हैं. The only person we can work on is the person we look in the mirror every day. Do you all agree with me? Can we change other people? जो सोचता है ना कि हम अपने बच्चे को नहीं बदल सकते हैं, forget about anybody else. क्या हम अपने बच्चे को बदल सकते हैं? I'll give you a little example. Okay, I was at the airport. मैं अभी आ रही थी असम से. So, मैं अपनी डॉटर को एम्पैथी सिखाना चाहती हूँ. You all understand what is the word empathy? मैं टाइप कर रही हूँ, आप लोग मुझे इसका डेफिनेशन चैट बॉक्स में लिख के डालो, जो भी आपको समझ में आता है. ठीक है, लेट मी टेल व्हाट हैपेंड. सो आई वांटेड ऑलवेज माय डॉटर टू बी एम्पैथेटिक, कि ना वो किसी का दुख हो समझ सके. शी इज अ गुड, जेन्युइन लविंग पर्सन. पर होता नहीं है ऐसा कि आप अपने बच्चे को कुछ सिखा सकते हो. इट्स ऑलवेज बाय एक्शन, इट्स ऑलवेज वॉक द टॉक. सो वी वर एट द एयरपोर्ट, हमें एक फैमिली दिखी. ठीक है, डिब्रूगढ़ एयरपोर्ट पे हमें एक फैमिली दिखी. देयर वाज दिस लेडी who must be my age or younger than me. उसने मास्क पहन रखा था, उसके आईज बहुत बहुत लग रहा था कि उसके आईज में दुख भरा हुआ है. some people you see and you feel that they are not happy. And she had wrinkles here. Now she's of my age. It doesn't, there must be some reason why she has wrinkles. कोई reason नहीं है कि उसको अभी wrinkles होने चाहिए. उसके बाल white थे. मुझे समझ में नहीं आया कि पता नहीं, एक शायद 2 साल से रेडियो डीवा कर रही हूँ, इतना मेंटल हेल्थ पे समझ रही हूँ, इतना लोगों को समझ रही हूँ, या जो भी कह लो, मुझे समझ में नहीं आया कि what is wrong with this lady. I don't know what happened. I asked her, is everything okay with you? She said, then she opened up. She said her daughter has rare liver disease. उसको जो उसकी जो टॉयलेट होती है ना, वो ब्राउन कलर की होती है, और उसको एक रेयर लिवर डिजीज है जिसके वजह से only 20% of the liver is functioning. Only 20% of the liver is functioning. Rest 80% is not functioning. They were in Bangalore for a month in February, and again they were going in July for a month. उसके treatment करा रहे हैं. 90% chances of, only 10% chances of survival. And that was enough reason for her to be sad. I really felt her pain. And after, just 10 minutes of talking to her, so before that my daughter was tricking me कि चलो एयरपोर्ट पे शॉपिंग करने. ये आजकल के बच्चों को शॉपिंग बहुत पसंद है, all of you know. तो शॉपिंग करते हैं. And I was telling her, please keep quiet. But, she was not listening. But when I told her, so what happened, from Dibrugarh, we were going in the same flight to Kolkata. And from Kolkata, she was taking a flight to Bangalore and I was taking a flight to Delhi. So we were parting in कोलकाता. तो at डिब्रूगढ़ एयरपोर्ट जब हम अपने अपनी सीट में फ्लाइट में बैठे, थोड़ा दूर बैठे, तो I told my daughter what had happened. मैंने उसकी स्टोरी उसको बताई. एंड क्योंकि वो मुझे बहुत तंग करी थी, मैंने उस समय नहीं बताया था, मैंने उसके बाद बताया. एंड माय डॉटर वाज लाइक, and then when we met again at Kolkata airport, my daughter, who was not ready to play with that girl because छोटी थी, उसको कोई इंटरेस्ट नहीं था. I mean, and she is a bit different than me. I make friends everywhere. She takes time in making friends, and I respect that. But after that, Elena went, held her hand, उसका हाथ पकड़ के रखा, उसके साथ वो खेल रही थी. इनफैक्ट वो दोनों इंसेपरेबल हो गए थे. जब when we parted at Kolkata airport, both of them were sad. So I taught her a lesson on empathy without telling her be empathetic, because nobody does if we tell them to do. It's always people learn from our action. And we can't we can't change anyone, not even my daughter, not your children, we can't change anyone. The only person we can change is the person we see in the mirror. You all agree? You all agree with me, right? Yes. Thank you so much, Archana, Mansi, Shweta, Sarah, and Surjit, of course, my darling. So let me just finish. We all, we give to others what we have. हमारे अंदर जो होगा, हमारे यहाँ खुंदक होगी तो खुंदक देंगे, हमारे अंदर प्यार होगा तो प्यार देंगे, है ना? So the last slide that I want to show all of you, I have learned that people forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never ever forget how you made them feel. The famous Maya Angelou said this. आप किसी को कैसा फील कराते हो, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. अगर आप किसी को स्पेशल फील कराते हो तो वो someday that person will feel कि this person always makes me feel special. Let me do it, let me help this person. Someday, देखो हमारा कर्मा है, हम जो अच्छा करते रहें. कई बार नहीं हो पाता है, बट ठीक है, नहीं हो पाता, उसके लिए भी अपने आप को माफ करने का और फिर वापस होने का. Like there are times when I have issues with people and I tell it's okay Divya, it's okay, and then I'm back on track on doing what I am. एक जो इंसान की फितरत होती है ना, वो किसी बंदे को देख के चेंज नहीं होनी चाहिए. You're getting? We all have a फितरत जो दूसरों को देख के चेंज नहीं होनी चाहिए, है ना? वो हमारा वे है कि हम भैया प्यार से ही बात करते हैं. आपको अच्छा लगे ठीक है, आपको नहीं लगे ठीक है, right? So let's not change in accordance to people. We will meet in our lives, in our full lives, we will meet a variety of people. But if we want to have good relationship, if we are better listeners, we will, we will make more friends. If we are genuine when we talk, we will make more meaningful relationships, right? All of you are with me? Okay, Sarah, okay. Putting yourself in other person's shoes, action is louder than words, kindness, absolutely. And our relations are using us for their benefit. No matter whatever we do, they take us for granted. That's hurting a lot. I absolutely agree. People do use us. But trust me, एक चीज मुझे जिंदगी में समझ में आई है कि people don't cheat us or people don't use us. They use themselves. But when you are doing the right thing, you will be able to sleep well. So we don't do good for others, we do good for ourselves. You're getting? It's not कि हम किसी को दिखाने के लिए या points लेने के लिए हम अच्छी बातें हम अच्छा करते हैं. We do it for ourselves. I have a small, जया जी ने बहुत बार सुना होगा, सुरजीत ने बहुत बार सुना होगा, but let me share. I have a very small story on kindness which I'll share. Yes, Kainat, you want to say something? You have such a pretty name, and it will be nice if you can switch on the camera, Kainat. Yes, Kainat, you want to share something? You have raised your hand, or is it by mistake, Kainat? Okay, so you know what, this is it. I mean, this is the small little things that I wanted to share with all of you. My experiences of a good relationship, how I there is one thing which is not part of the slide, but I will tell you one thing. एक सीक्रेट बताती हूँ अच्छे रिश्ते का. बताऊं? All of you want to know one secret of good relation, how I managed to have some beautiful relationships. Yes, Mansi. Yes, Sarah. It's a secret, but I okay, thank you so much. So you know what, one thing that I do for good relationships is I pay lots of gratitude. Lots of gratitude. Gratitude is the biggest multiplier. तो मेरे लाइफ में ना जो भी लोग हैं, मैं उनके लिए बहुत ग्रैटिट्यूड दिल से पे करती हूँ, ये नहीं कि दिखाने के लिए, दिल से आई फील सो थैंकफुल. मेरी माँ कहती थी, मेरी माँ ना रामायण बहुत पढ़ती थी, ठीक है. मेरी माँ कहती थी कि ना जब भगवान अच्छा वक्त देता है ना तो आपके जिंदगी में अच्छे अच्छे लोग आ जाते हैं. जब आपका अच्छा वक्त शुरू होता है ना तो आपके जिंदगी में बहुत अच्छे अच्छे लोग आ जाते हैं. यू ऑल अग्री विथ मी? यू नो, कहते हैं ना साधु का साथ, कुछ ऐसा उनका रामायण का श्लोक है. सो इट्स बेसिकली कि यू नो पे लॉट्स ऑफ ग्रेटिट्यूड. अगर आपके समझ लो आप में सारा या एनी वन ऑफ यू, अर्चना जी, एनी वन ऑफ यू, अगर आपको लगता है कि ना लोग हमारे साथ बहुत बुरा कर रहे हैं, say for example, so you know there might be 99 things that the person is doing wrong with you, but there might be just one thing that the person is doing right with you. Just one thing. You pay in, don't pay gratitude मुंह पे. अगर बोलना का मन नहीं है, ईगो आ रहा है तो मत बोलो, लेकिन मन मन में pay lots and lots of gratitude for the one thing that the person does, and trust me, slowly and gradually you will see it multiply big time. So that's my secret. I'm telling you, I have changed my relationship with so many people, like almost 360-degree I have changed by paying gratitude for that one thing that they do and ignoring the 99 things that they don't do. Right? Right? Can we all do? Thank you, Mansi. Can we all do that? देखो, रिश्ते हमारे लिए बहुत जरूरी होता है. Okay, let me explain once more. So basically, देखो, I'll give you an example. So I have a particular relative of mine who actually made things very difficult for me initially when I was when I got married. So initial few years were very difficult, okay? But then gradually what I did is I started noticing what she does, what is she good at, what, you know, एक भी चीज अगर अच्छा किया तो मैं उसके लिए बहुत ग्रैटिट्यूड पे करना शुरू की. ग्रैटिट्यूड, यू अंडरस्टैंड? ग्रैटिट्यूड मतलब शुक्राना. Gratitude matlab shukrana, right? So I started paying lots of gratitude for that one thing that she does and ignoring all the remaining things which she doesn't do. And that's how my relationship with her changed. Right? Did you all get my point? Any confusion, anything? Acha, now I want to listen to all of you, how you all maintain, because I'm not an expert in relationship. Kavita ma'am is. आज Kavita ma'am की जगह मैंने सोचा कि since we have lined up the session, let me not cancel it. But any of you want to share how you manage your relationships, how you know make sure that your relationships are beautiful. What do you do? Because trust me, every relation is a work in progress. आपने सोचा स्टार्टिंग में मैंने किया, अब इसकी बारी है, ऐसा नहीं होता है. एक रिलेशनशिप में जैसे एक प्लांट में फॉरएवर हमें पानी देना होता है, एक रिलेशनशिप में हमें फॉरएवर पानी देना होता है. लेट गो, या अमिता, लेट गो इज सच अ ब्यूटीफुल थिंग टू यू नो वर्क ऑन अ रिलेशनशिप. इफ यू लेट गो, then trust me, you will have beautiful relationships in your life. Let go बहुत important quality होते हैं. Yes, Mansi, you want to say something? You have raised your hand. Please go ahead. Yes, Mansi.
हेलो मैम.
Hello, Mansi.
मैम रिलेशनशिप को मैम हम लोग अच्छा बना सकते हैं मैम कम्युनिकेशन करके. बिकॉज मैम लेट गो हम लोग इग्नोर टाइप का मैम कर सकते हैं कि लेट गो हमने कर दी हैं चीजें, बट वो हम लोगों के सबकॉन्शियस माइंड में रहता है, वो कभी ना कभी माइंड में आता है, बट जब हम उसको कम्युनिकेट करते हैं और अंडरस्टूड करते हैं चीजों को एक दूसरे को मैम, तब वो एक मतलब एक सही से मैम वो लेट गो होता है मैम, उसको वो सही से हम लोग समझ जाते हैं और फिर उसको जाने का मतलब उसकी उस चीज की कोई मतलब वो नहीं रहता ना मैम, मन में कुछ जैसे रह जाता है, कुछ बातें रह जाती हैं, लेट गो कर देते हैं, बट मैम हम लोग के माइंड में तो चलती ही रहती हैं चीजें, तो ये चीज होती है मैम। तो कम्युनिकेशन इज मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट मैम।
कम्युनिकेशन इज इम्पोर्टेंट एंड यू नो व्हाट देखो एक चीज ये समझनी होगी कि हम हर रिलेशन जिंदगी भर कैरी नहीं करेंगे। कुछ लोग हमारे लाइफ में आएंगे और कुछ लोग छूट जाएंगे। और जहां सेल्फ रेस्पेक्ट की बात हो ना, इफ द पर्सन इज हैम्परिंग योर सेल्फ रेस्पेक्ट, इट्स बेटर टू पार्ट वेज। वी विल नॉट, जैसे बचपन के कितने लोग हमारे छूट गए, तो वी शुड बी ओके इफ someone is out of our life. Not everyone will be our lifetime friend. And if it's rishtedar, if it's relative, you have to maintain distance from people who are toxic, who are
Yes.
always negative, who are always pinpointing fingers, who always try to see bad in you and never see the good in you.
Yes, ma'am.
Maintain distance.
यस मैम। मैम आपने लिसनिंग का मैम बोला था कि मैम हम लोग अपनी बात को कहने के लिए मैम रहते हैं कि हम कि सामने वाला बोल रहा है हम सुनते नहीं है।
आप म्यूट पे चले गए हो।
मेरे मैम बड़े भैया हैं, तो हम उनसे बात कर रहे थे, तो वो अपनी कुछ चीजें शेयर कर रहे थे, तो मैम ऐसा नहीं लगता कि वो कभी कभी अंदर से फील आता है कि हमें कुछ बोलना चाहिए, कि मतलब उनकी बात मैम हम सुन रहे हैं बट समझ में नहीं आता क्या बोले, मतलब ऐसा लगता है ना कि सामने वाला एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा है कुछ कि आप कुछ बोलो, इस टाइप की मैम जो फीलिंग आती है, तो उसको मैम कैसे वो कर सकते हैं?
देखो, बोलना तभी चाहिए जब आप कंट्रीब्यूट कर रहे हो पॉजिटिवली। और
Yes,
अगर
ma'am.
आपको लग रहा है कि ना, जैसे if you feel something, say, but only when you know that it's an important point to mention. Otherwise, there's no need. Just be a good listener.
मैम जैसे कोई अपनी मतलब पर्सनल चीजें थोड़ी शेयर कर रहा है और हम उसे सुन रहे हैं, तो मैम बस
सुनना होता है। मैं ये बहुत मुश्किल होता है मानसी, मैं समझ सकती हूँ कि आप कुछ उसके जवाब नहीं दो, पर जैसे ना समझ लो कोई अपना झगड़ा बता रहा है आपको, और आप दोनों लोगों को जानते हो, दोनों इंसान को जानते हो जिसमें झगड़ा हुआ है, तो but you don't know the other side of the story and you don't want to add to the issue. So what you can do is just okay, the only good thing to say is I can understand. That's it. I understand. बस, और ऐड नहीं करने का कभी भी, क्योंकि जब पता है, जब हमें कभी तभी तब भी कमेंट नहीं करना चाहिए। वी शुड, people are adult, big enough to sort their issues. We should never get into two people's issues. Then they let them sort it on their own and don't contribute to it, don't make it bigger.
वही मैम, कभी कभी ना थोड़ा सा ऑकवर्ड सा लगता है कि सामने वाला कुछ बोल रहा है और हम कुछ रिप्लाई नहीं कर रहे हैं, मे बी वो एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हो।
नहीं, मेरे को भी ये लगता था कि मुझे भी बोलना है, अपनी बात रखनी है। अब नहीं फीलिंग आती है कि मुझे भी बात रखनी है। ठीक है, सुन लिया और खत्म किया उस बात को वहीं पे, है ना?
थैंक यू मैम। यस थैंक यू।
मोस्ट वेलकम बाबू, मोस्ट वेलकम, एंड थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग इन बेटा।
Thank you for the opportunity for the session, ma'am.
I'm so happy. From which group did you join? You are a part of Radio Diva or?
No ma'am, हम लोग मैम कॉलेज में मैम ने व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे सेंड किया था।
So Jaya ji has shared the Radio Diva link. You can always be part of our family. Yes, Sara. Yeah, join our group and you can subscribe to Radio Diva and always listen and be part of all that we do. It's so nice to have you and so nice to see a young person so so clear in thoughts and mature in thoughts. So amazing, Mansi, and kudos to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
So proud of you. Yes, Sara, you want to say something? I'm not able to.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
नहीं, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है अच्छे से।
मेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही? Can you hear me now?
आप लेटे हुए हो ना शायद इसलिए अच्छे से नहीं आ
नहीं
रहा।
मैं, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
It's better now. It's better.
It's better now?
हाँ. Please share.
I'm so sorry. Actually, you know, my room is big and the voice is spreading out. And unfortunately, I don't have a headphone.
No, it's perfectly fine. Now that you got up, your voice is better. You were lying
Yes.
down ना तो वो सोते हुए ना वो आवाज अच्छे से नहीं आती।
Okay.
Yeah, please.
It's first of all, I really appreciate the way you are explaining. It is very overwhelming and it's very helpful also, Divya. You're doing a great job, and thank you so much, and hats off to you.
Thank
Okay.
you, Sarah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, Divya, anyways, see, the thing is, I just wanted to tell, like, I'm not trying to complain or anything. I just want a solution for myself. Like, I'm a person, like, who's all alone, like living independently. My parents have died, and I'm all alone. I'm living in abroad in Kuwait. Okay, and I'm living with my brother and his wife and everybody. So, see, like, obviously, when you have parents, it's the biggest blessing in your life. Okay, and see, what I'm trying to ask you is, like, if the person is alone, okay, and if there is no backup, do you really agree that there is a need for some kind of relation? Like, if the person is completely alone, okay, and in case if he needs help, okay, do you really feel that a lone person cannot survive for a longer time? He needs some or the other relationship.
I mean, it's completely like prerogative of that person. If that person is happy alone, perfect. If that person thinks that I need help, I need support, so it's individual basis.
Okay. Now I feel I need support. I feel I need support or something. Provided, but if your own relations are in fact taking advantage of you, or in fact they are not being supportive to you and they are taking your advantage, then don't you think it's very difficult? Like, one side you are really alone in life, you need a support, okay, and if you are expecting support from your own blood relations, and if that blood relations are in turn they are not being supportive, so in what to do in such situation?
See, you know what? It's a very tricky situation, I must say. So a part of me says that you should maintain distance from such relationship where you are being used. And a part of me says कि अगर आप किसी के काम आ रहे हो, अगर वो यूज भी कर रहा है for that matter, तो आपकी जिंदगी किसी के काम आ रही है, let that person use. कहते हैं ना, भला कर और दरिया में डाल kind of. So I have two, completely separate answers.
Suppose, see, now I have lost my parents, okay, I'm having my brother and he has his own family, okay, so now in terms of direct relationship, in terms of a direct blood relation, there is only one brother for me, okay, he has a family of his own, okay. Now the thing is, see, like, I'm all alone, I'm not married, okay, and now obviously I will expect support from my direct relationship, from my blood relationship. But if in case, like, vice versa, if it's not happening that way, so then what do I do? Because being alone is also not so easy, and if I'm expecting a love and support from a relationship which is not happening, so that is also not easy.
So I'll tell you what happened. With a girl, I'll give you example, maybe if that helps you. So I know a friend of mine who is in college, okay, who was in school, okay, school friend of mine.
Who
was in school, like my school friend. She lost her father when she was small, and she lost her mother when she was in 10th standard, and her stepbrothers, after the death of her mother, they completely left her, and she was a small girl. I mean, you are of course grown up. She was hardly in graduation, and she was left alone to fend for herself. So when I met her, when I went to Assam, When I met her, she was in a really difficult condition, very challenging condition. And then, what I shared with her, maybe I will share with you and see if you can, if you think it can help you, because I'm no expert. Maybe I will need more information from your side to be able to give you a solution. But the solutions I gave her, let me just share that with you, because she was again single. Her parents are not there. Her step brothers and bhabis have disowned her. She has no one. Okay, she is again alone. But what I shared with her, I'll share. I told her first, when I met her, she was full of issues. वो बहुत ज़्यादा परेशान थी. So I told her to write diary. So her went out started happening, and वो लिख यानी 2 घंटे बैठ के लिखना शुरू की, and it really helped. So all jokes apart, journaling really helps. All of you, I will tell you, anything, whenever you are overwhelmed with emotions, write it out. It's an amazing way to release your pressure from here. Okay, so write diary. So next year when I met her, she said, I'm writing pages after pages of all my childhood issues, all that had happened, and I'm feeling so much better. Then I told her to, I told her about gratitude. I told her about, how she can maintain good relationship with her students. Now her students get flowers for her, they get books for her, and she has a beautiful relationship with her students. Even after leaving her tuition, they come back to her. They don't forget her. So जिनके खुद के रिश्ते कम होते हैं, वो अपने रिश्ते खुद बनाते हैं. हम उन्हीं ना भगवान जो blood relation में हम क्यों घूमते रहते हैं? Why do we expect everything out of our blood relation? Maybe it's a phase where they are also not able to understand you, and you are not able to understand them. Give a break to them, that, and have friends. Na? Aren't they beautiful relationships? I have less relatives in my life. मुझे रिश्तेदार अपने समझ में नहीं आते. But I have lots of friends. I have my own relations which I have made on my own, and they stand by me. There are people. In fact, there are people. There is a person in a group. In this group, I can call him at 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and he will be there for me. I have that belief on that person. So you make your own relationships. Nobody is stopping you from making your own friends circle, right? So I told her to make good relation with her students and other colleagues, and now she gets gifts from them. She has beautiful relationship with them. Am I audible?
Yes, you are very audible. You are very audible. I think the electricity has gone out from your side.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm audible, so let me just go ahead. So what, she has some beautiful relationships. And another thing that she does is, now her, as Amita has written in the group, no expectations, forgive and move ahead. उनको अभी नहीं समझ में आ रहा है, आप expectation अपनी zero कर दो ना, तो ऐसे ही life easy हो जाएगी. बहुत मुश्किल है कहना आसान है और करना बहुत मुश्किल है. I totally agree with it. But trust me, if you are able to manage. Okay, and then okay, somebody wants to add to that. Yes, Koti sir, go ahead. If you can switch on your camera, it will be amazing, Koti sir.
Hi, 1 second.
The responsibility comes on the elder brother or the elder sister. To. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Divya.
When you are lying down, I'm not able to hear you properly.
Divya. Okay, Divya. Yes.
Okay.
Divya, so, can you hear me now? Yes. Yeah.
I can hear you much better, but there is someone who wants to answer you. Will you like to hear?
Who's that someone?
Okay. Yes, Koti sir, go ahead.
Hi, ma'am. This is Koteshwar Rao. I am also part of this group. So basically, the same problem what you had recently, my sister went through. She feels alone because her husband is located outside. She was all alone, and kids are grown up and left. And she was like totally.
So I can't hear you.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, you are audible.
Hi. Yeah. So basically, recently, my sister went through the same kind of difficulty challenge, and it's like her husband is transferred to out of India, and her both her children are on their own. Now they are working in different cities, and she was alone at home for the last 4 5 months, and she feels like all of a sudden I'm alone. And it's very depressing way she started taking the thing.
No, sir,
But
that is only for 4 and 5 months. It is only for a matter of 4 5 months. We cannot say that she doesn't have. We cannot say that there is nobody as a part of her life. There is some part of her life, her husband and children. Yeah.
Sarah, you know what? Maybe I will just, for the YouTube, I'll just finish it off. So thank you all who are watching, and we will come back with a more important topic. On Thursday, we are having a singing session. So all of you who want to relieve your stress, see you on Thursday. And thank you so much for joining in. Please share